everybody, it's Kevin at Bear Creek. It's April 26, 2018. Got a lot to get to today. Just a lot of steps in this process. So I just want to get going here. First, I just want to apologize. It's really windy out today, and I cannot help that. I'm up against a wall as far as the weather is concerned. I got to get 2 splits done with Saskatraz queens. I've got to get this combined hive off and put on the side. I've got to do an inspection on it to make sure that it took, that the queen is still there, and just a lot to get to. Again, I apologize about the wind, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow, and it's got windy ahead of this front that's coming in. It's going to be cold, 37 degrees tomorrow, so the bees are not going to get out, and it'll be down to 26 that night. And so I've had the queens in the cage all day. They arrived yesterday morning. I could not get them in because it rained all day. I don't know how long they've been in those queen cages, but because they obviously shipped from California, but they've been in there a while, and I need to get them hived. So I'm sort of up against it. So without further ado, let's get going. A couple of things that we're going to do here. Number one, if you remember back in the video, I've got a combined hive. This box was a standalone hive, but it was weak, so I installed it over paper and a queen excluder about a week ago. I was going to wait 2 weeks and leave it on there for 2 weeks, but unfortunately my packages haven't arrived, and I need bees from this colony to get my splits in, and I really have no other options here. So I'm going to take this box off and put it back on its original stand. But the first thing I'm actually going to do, because I didn't give this a full 2 weeks to combine, I'm actually going to slide this hive over to a new location, and then I'm going to put this top hive where the old hive was. I'm also going to swap out the entrance reducers, the colored entrance reducers, so that the new hive will have the yellow, as you can see down there, and it will get all the returning foragers back. So that will boost this hive for what I missed out in the final week. And then I'm going to give the old hive this blue target, and it should have enough bees, enough brood to continue to progress on its own, so it doesn't need the forager boost like this one would. Then after I do that, I have to do a quick inspection on this box right here, just to see if, number one, did the queen make it, or did they kill her? Is she laying well? After that, if she's gone, I will just hive one of my Saskatraz queens in here with the bees that are there. I'll leave it for empty for a few hours, and then I'll just install one of my queens in there. If it's okay, I've got 2 nuke boxes here. They're 4-frame nuke boxes set up with a frame feeder in each. So there's 3 frames and a frame feeder. I've got a half a frame of honey in each one, and a frame of comb, and then an empty foundationless frame as well for them to build out. I'm going to give them some syrup and a pollen patty, and then I'm going to let them set for about 3 hours in a cool spot. Let them know that they're queenless. I'm going to take them over to the farm. I'm going to open up the entrance, let them orient for a bit, and then I'm going to install the queen cages in both of them, just so you know what we're doing. So let's get started here. You probably noticed this block that was here. I had my hive slid over a little too far, and when I took the other box off, I didn't realize it, but I was actually on a tipping point right there. So I just got to watch how I keep these hives on the stand. So first thing I'm going to do is just slide this over. Ooh. I'm just going to do this. Okay. Well, that didn't exactly go as planned. Okay. Woo, that's a brood nest there. Okay. Okie dokie. Now you notice that the bees, after I switched the yellow, they went from going over there to going over here. So I made these hive bottoms this winter, and these are dual purpose. I actually made them for double four frame nukes, but they also work as a box to set your boxes on, a bottom to set your boxes on when you're doing a hive inspection. So that's what I'm actually going to do right now here. So let's take a look, and we'll see what this hive has done. If it's done anything at all, we'll see. Not very many bees in here. Ooh, these things are locked in. a frame of honey that I put in late last winter. This is a strip I put in last week. Ooh, golly. Nothing in there. There's a patch of brood right there. So that's good. Not a very big patch, but a patch. Little patch on this side, and there's my queen. Here, I'll show you my queen. There's the patch of brood. Let's see if you can see her. Yeah, she's still got a little bit of red on her from last year. Not very much at all. Not many bees in here. Little patch of brood there. And nothing on that side other than honey. They got plenty of stores. They have no pollen. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick inspection on this hive. Oh my goodness. Ow! Fucking fork. God damn thing. Damn it. Got stung. First time this year. Honey. honey. The thing about this honey super is that it's a 9 frame, so it has frame rests. I forgot about that. Frame spacers, I should say. I haven't run into any brood yet. Since it has frame spacers, I should be able to pull up these frames and see what's what. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these are all laid up. Golly, there's the wind. Absolutely loaded with brood. Here, I'll show you. Absolutely loaded with brood. Good queen. This is going to be my breeder queen actually later in the year, but she's got this this all laid up here, and haven't seen any eggs here yet, but okay. Well, I can't really do much with this because this is a medium super. Like I said, it makes it really nice to put it right on that, and so the bees, you can't leave it there for very long because there's no vent, but look at that. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames of bees down here. So this is where we get going here. Okay, so I got a frame feeder. I've got a frame with half filled with honey right here. Actually, this is partially built out on this side, and it's fully built out on this side, and it's got half honey in it. So that's enough for them. I've got a undrawn foundation with fishing line backer. And actually a frame of just foundation. Now what I'm going to do, since I saw so much brood in there on the top half, I'm going to steal a frame of brood I'm going to replace it with this. And then also I'm taking this out, and then this is where the queen will get strapped to the top of this, but not for another 3 hours. I just want to give them a little puff of smoke, not much. Bunch of bees on honey right there. Okay, all right, sorry guys, all right. Yep, sorry guys, okay. Calm down. Honey, nothing. Apiary strip, I'll put that in back in. Pollen patty. Pollen, frame of pollen, half frame of pollen. Another frame of pollen. This should be the heart of the brood nest here, if there's anything in here. Now the big thing is that we don't want to take the queen away. I haven't found her yet, so that's very, very important. Bees are all over this brood. It's all capped. Pollen, capped brood. I think this is a good frame to take. I don't see the queen. Just do a double check here, make sure the queen is not there.
she was on here pretty not too long ago, because there's lots of brood on here. Okay, this is a good one to take. We'll take this one. Okay, and because there's nothing on here, actually what I'm going to do is set my bee funnel. Take a quick look for the queen. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to take out the foundationless frame, take this frame, stick it in, and just make sure, double check again, the queen's not on here. It's been a while since I've seen a queen, so don't want to make that mistake. And what I mean is, I'm out of practice spotting queens. Spent a whole winter. Okay. Alright, really quick, I'm going to get some syrup in this frame feeder. Alright. Just making it easy on myself with this honey gate to fill my frame feeders. Okay. So you probably can't see that from where you're at, but this is those are my new entrances. You probably can't see that from there, but it's vented here and it's vented in the back. So I'm going to leave this queenless for a few hours before I introduce the queen cages. Okay. Just double checking for the queen here. I don't see her. Okay. No queen on the bottom board. Good. Okay, so I'm out at the farm apiary, and time to let these little rascals out of here. You're gonna be pissed. Woo. Okay, so I'm set up in the truck here, and this isn't for everybody, but I like to, before I install a queen cage, I like to remove the attendants. And again, it's not everybody has to do this, but it is something that I do. Boy, I tell you, that's the smallest queen I think I've ever seen in my life. Oh, wait a minute. Queen is dead in this one. Huh, well that sucks. Yeah, I just looked and my queen is dead in that one. Sure as hell. She got stuck in the candy, looks like. And she is dead. She sure is dead. That's too bad. That queen is alive, so that's good. Okay, now I got the queen by herself. Ah. This is the tough part, is getting her back in. Okay, this is the setup right here. I took out a little bit of candy out of the end, and she's in there all by herself. That was an endeavor, let me tell you. So apparently one died during transport sometimes, so it happens. Oh, no. Well, you could tell by the roar in that hive that it was queenless. So when it comes to beekeeping, you really got to roll with the punches. You know, I was looking inside that cage when it came, and I didn't see the queen, but you know, I saw a bunch of live bees, but I was like sitting there going, boy, they sure are. That's what I said to myself. Boy, they sure are small bees. And sure enough, one of it was dead, and that's why I probably didn't see it. So it's just, it happens. So you just kind of got to roll with it. Okay. Here's that, there's the dead queen right there. It happens. That's too bad. There's $35 I'll never see again. Oh, it's nobody's fault. It's just nature, I guess. Oh well. So instead of buying a new queen for this hive, I've got 6 packages coming in Sunday and Monday. And I will probably just add a box and I'll just add the package to one of these queenless hives and let them roll. I mean, it's a good a thing to do as any. I might take this and put it into a 4-frame. We'll see, but maybe I'll even put it in the 5-frame. I don't know, but either way, I'm not going to order a new queen. Just another expense that I don't really need right now. So, well, I hope this video wasn't too long for you. If you got any comments, leave them below. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And happy beekeeping. And for all you Wisconsinites, I feel your pain. We're gonna get snowed on tomorrow. God, I hope it's not as much as they say it's going to be. But back in the 50s on Sunday, looks like, but high of 30s tomorrow. So buckle these guys up, do the best you can, and hope for the best. Happy beekeeping.